All right. Hi, everyone. This is my first video, me doing my selection of the players for the Champions League Fantasy 2021-2022 for the first day of the Champions League. And I already have my ideas about what player to start with. I thought would be maybe helpful for some people, especially beginners, and to think out loud, like just I'm sharing my way how I look at it. The Champions League fantasy, especially the first week, knowing that we still have time to change if we kind of screw it up. Knowing that for Champions League, it's always better to go with the wild card as early as possible. As you know, the first games is always wide and there's more goals and there's like, the gap between the teams are kind of a bit bigger, but then with time, it started to be more to be tight. And also we start to get this uncertainty about if if a team will play with their first lineup or not, when they start to be kind of, Chelsea is quite sure they will go to um, the next tour because they already next round because they already won the first three games. So yeah, so I think it's the first selection. No stress about thinking of the whole uh, round. I would say just think of the first game, the first day, and try to make as much impact as because the first few games or the first couple games are very important. Okay, so without really uh, further introduction or further rational explanation, I will just go straight to my selection. And if you like it or if you have any question, please feel free to leave any comment or any suggestion. And I was thinking that hopefully someone is like last minute and he's how to say he doesn't have time. He's a beginner. He just want to make sure he has a good team. So if anyone choose the same team as I, then yeah, let's maybe keep chatting about it every week and then see what changes we want to do. And at a certain point, you guys will become an expert, and then maybe you will help me with my own squad. Okay, so here's the first thing for me. Uh, you know, the the crowd is back to the stadiums in most of the league or most of the European country. So first thing, and it's the first game. It's hard really to predict, even though like it's a big team playing a small team, but you never know, especially if the small team play in home. So the first thing I'm gonna go with is like which is the big team that are playing home against kind of relatively small team. The first one came to my mind is Chelsea. They are the champion. So I tend to have two premium at least, if not three, the attack, the Champions League. Uh, it's we have a lot of premium strikers, so the choice won't be that hard, and I think it's not that the risk is not there. If you miss between Haaland and Bampe, I think at the end you're gonna be happy. You won't be really regretting. But I will start with Chelsea. They are the champions. They are receiving Zenit, and they have Lukaku. So for me, yeah, try to find Mr. Lukaku. I'm just gonna go with the price so I can find him. Okay, this is a perfect selection. We know Lukaku is not gonna stay at 10.5. So the earliest we get him, the best. And he already played in the Serie A in Italy, and he was a solid concurrent or a solid uh, competitor to Ronaldo. So Lukaku is my first pick. Now, if I look to who else I should have, I think it's hard to ignore Cristiano Ronaldo. My only concern is if he plays this weekend with in the Premier League, he might be benched for the Champions League. Although it's known that he likes Champions League, it's his favorite um, champion or his favorite tournament or league. But I think he's looking now for a different legacy. I think he's mostly looking to win the Premier League with Manchester United. And also, I think he's 36, 36, 37. Yeah, so at a certain point, he won't be able to play two games in a row. So, and it's kind of an easy game on paper against the old boy. So I'm just concerned he might not play. But if he plays, yes, Ronaldo, no doubt. And again, he's not gonna stay in 11. Once he starts playing, he's gonna go up because this time is Manchester, and they will play on him, and his head or his headbutt will be really busy. Now, I have Ronaldo, and if Ronaldo is not playing, I might go with Haaland. Haaland, he just scores every single game, so Haaland could be instead of Ronaldo. And good news, the same price. Okay, so now I will go to the midfield. I think, and I learned my lesson in the Premier League fantasy. Like just last week, I removed Salah. I thought I was smart. I removed him from my squad and then I paid cash. So Salah, no negotiable. Okay. Now, excuse me. Yeah, sorry about that. So now if I look to the goalkeeper, obviously the goalkeeper, the best goalkeeper that anyone can have is Mendy. Chelsea is great. They have a lot of like clean sheet, but for the first couple games, I know other team that can do the job, and they are cheap, and they have also a good rate of clean sheet. I'm thinking of Bruno. Bruno, he plays with Chelsea. Sorry. Bono. Hey, Bono, where are you? Where are you, Bono? Here we go. If I go with just a price up to, let's say up to 6, even though all the, okay, let's see. Really? Okay. Most biggest caption, most transfer last. No, that's not the one I'm looking for. Yeah, the issue here is because most of the player not chosen yet. And I'm using Zoom, which is a bit, please share your screen. So stay with me, or you can just, go forward a bit when you're looking at the video. It's not live, so you can just skip this old stuff. I usually do it on my phone. Oh, goalkeeper. I have goalkeeper. Here's the search. Bruno. Yeah. 5 million for a goalie or goalkeeper who 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 made who made a lot of clean sheet last year, and there's no reason to think it's not gonna continue. So that's one is dealt with. And since we're at the goalie, I know a club that, and that like not I know because I watch all games, but I did my research. So there's a club that are really having a lot of clean sheet in the league, which is this team. Yes, Wolfsburg. They have a nice goalie, a nice defense. Okay. And not this guy. Castillos. I'm just using this guy. And again, of course, this should be all this selection should be the last minute, like after you see who is playing, right? Okay. So that's one taken care of. So now we have our two goalie. Now, you need two premium in your midfield. Who is delivering all the time once he is back to his, how to say, to his shape, to his form? Who else more than De Bruyne? Yeah. And here I'm talking of player that I'm planning to keep for a while. You're gonna make point regardless if they are playing a strong team or not. So here, De Bruyne. Space. De Bruyne. Good. Okay. Now we have 4 premium players. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did you start to stress a bit about if you have enough money remaining in the budget? I will say don't worry, because it's the first round. There's a lot of cheap, good player in, they might be like 4, 5.5, but they play good role in their team, and their team are in a good group, like Ajax. So for Ajax, I was thinking, what is the strength of Ajax? Midfield. Well, now this player or this kid, Alvarez, certainly is gonna play. He has been playing all game in the local league, and also with a visual test, or watch a couple of highlights. He's amazing. And when you're amazing in the midfield, you play with Ajax, well, I'm pretty sure he's gonna get some really nice return. And look, 4.5. See, you still have 42.5. Now, I'm looking to my defense, and I said Chelsea is playing. So yeah, I will go. Not Chelsea is playing. Chelsea is receiving, and I'm looking not for forward, not for mid, for defender. So this one, yes, this is the guy. Select. A lot of people know what we're talking about. He's always in the lineup. He's physically, how to say, reliable. He scores. He gives pass. Even though he doesn't play, he's kind of central. But Chelsea play with 3-5 or 3-4-3. Sometimes they play some weird thing like 3-3-7. But now with Lukaku for sure is three. I would say three couple of midfield and Lukaku. But Rudiger, and sorry if I mispronounce his name, last year he showed that he's really a good passing defender, and he go really high, and he's good at, you know, like corners and all the stuff. So that guy, and I'm like, what, 80% sure Chelsea will have the clean sheet. So why not have Rudiger? Okay, now the next thing I'm looking at is I had Salah, I had Alvarez, and usually in the first games I play with 3-4-3 because you know, it's the first game, so the defense is kind of not fine-tuned yet. So we expect that it will be less defender scoring. Defenders score when the team are tight and tactical, and then the defender is your last chance. But in this kind of games, I think the midfield and the forward will do the job. So yeah, I will go with 3 in the lineup. So with that being in mind, I need to have 3 defender that I think they're gonna have the clean sheet and they're gonna probably have a pass. So let's focus on that, but not for expensive player. They prove themselves in fantasy again and again. For example, Chelsea, the guy who played with Borussia Dortmund, the Belgian guy, and his name, Meunier, Monsieur Meunier, toujours présent. He's always there. He's always present. He's always passing, scoring, playing. This is a great pick for anybody. The only like concern is the age, but he was old already 3 years ago, and he just, and we saw him in the Euro. He just in a phenomenal shape. So this guy is the one to pick. Now, you guys remember, Atalanta is an offensive team, and they play also with the 3-4-3, sometimes a 3-5-2. So, you know, anyone who play like kind of offensive, defensive, or defensive defender, then the right, it will be working. In addition, remember, they have a player that's played phenomenal offensive game in the Euro, which is the Danish guy. What is his name? His name is Mal. Yep. So we have only 5.5, but believe me, they will produce like premium defender. Here I mean fantasy in terms of points. Believe me, once if this doesn't happen, just come back and leave some trash talking in the comments, or you can maybe ask YouTube to delete my account. So I'm here betting my YouTube account on this 3 defender. Now, let's go to the attack, because I think we need to. So who are like the team that they are really offensive and they do amazing job, and at the same time not expensive? The first thing that comes to my mind, Jota. Jota is a machine of points. His only downside is like he's not all the time in lineup, because still, like, you know, Liverpool or club still, how to say, prefer to use Firmino. Firmino is injured, and I think it's gonna be for a while. And Jota, anyways, last year for a while he took Firmino's spot. So Jota, that's again, he's gonna provide premium, yes, premium return. Remember of Jota. I won't be like, well, don't be surprised at a certain point I start using as a captain. I really trust Jota, and I know he's gonna make tons of points. So remember this name. Not remember this name as you guys don't know about him. He's well known, but remember that his return will be a premium return. Now, I said I want 3 players from Chelsea. Chelsea is a machine. Is not really someone you feel like, oh, he contribute as I don't know, the like James LeBron role. It's a system. Obviously, amount he plays all the game, but not necessarily all the passing come from him. Not necessarily all the goal he's contributing all the goals. So the next choice, and it's a bit expensive, so I'm thinking of Jorginho. Jorginho, he's still, I don't think, even though he missed penalty last time, or the last couple times, I think in the last 4 penalties he scored 2 in different leagues and different circumstances. But I still think he's the guy, and he's always playing. And if there's the clean sheet, then he's gonna have the clean sheet bonus. And he's a great player. I don't think I need to use rational with regard to his salary. He's a good player. Okay. Mr. Jorginho. Let's pronounce it properly. We are Jorginho. 6 million, not bad. You will never have to remove him because he's reliable. He's always playing. Okay, now I have kind of my main players. I still have what, 13 million for only 3 players. It's not bad. Now, I said that Ajax has a good chance, and sorry, that's my French thing. Everything has to be female or male. Anyways, and and the team Ajax, they have really good chance in this group. The group is very balanced, and I think they have great potential. So let's go for defender, because Ajax defender are known to play offense. It has to be cheap though, because you don't want to take too much risk. So how about this guy? He play in the left side of the defense, and he's all the time going up, all the time in the offense. I need to look up his name again. Mazraoui. Here we go. This guy, 4.5. Not bad, right? Okay, another defender. So now I have 8.5 between a defender and a midfield. To be honest, what I did, I just looked at the same. If I'm choosing this goalkeeper for Wolverhampton, and I believe they're gonna have a clean sheet. They have strong defense. Why don't I choose an offensive defender, which is this guy, 4 million. Believe me, he plays all the games and he will have the clean sheet. Remember that. Okay, last one. Last one was kind of a stretch. So I was thinking something, a midfielder who is cheap, right? 4.5. So, but he has to play all the time. He has to go to have good chance to, to be scoring, to, and that the team has some chance to win, and and I just thought of, Dynamo Kiev. Dynamo Kiev, we have really, I will say, balanced group. We have Salzburg. We have, I don't remember. Let me see. We have champion. Oh, how about we go over here? There we go. We're looking for Dynamo Kiev. Dynamo Kiev. See? No, sorry. Dynamo Kiev, they have a terrible, not terrible, but I mean, not that easy. So with that being said, I'm going to look for a team that is like kind of balanced. So I see Borussia Dortmund, Besiktas, Sporting Club Portugal. And I look here at, I think I'm going to go with someone from Besiktas, sorry, from this group, Ajax. So maybe what I can do, I can look at Ajax lineup. And that will happen the day of the game, remember. Okay. Stay with me. Why past hour? Past 24 hours. Anyways, I think you got it. I don't want to waste your times, guys, but basically, I'm just looking at the last 24 hours. See here. How about this one? No, not this one. Why do we have Manchester instead? Okay, I think you got the point. Sorry. I think you got the point. So here is really to look for a team that is on paper. It's easy. One thing I do, show you something. Yeah. One thing I do, I go this way. I go with not recommended, not price. Oh yeah, sorry, price. Of course, price. So here, up to what? Up to 4.5, right? And it has to be midfielder. And I'm gonna go with the most selected. Did you see our Alvarez? He's selected by 45%. And this is the one that I choose. Now I remember, you have 4.5. You wanna look at something, it's like he play and is reliable, and Dynamo Kiev, and they're playing Salzburg. But I could, for example, go with choosing Ajax and see if something is in the market. There is none. I could go with Lisbon. Benfica. None. Okay, I think you got it. It has to be a small team. So I'm happy with this. Dynamo Kiev playing Salzburg. Why not? I'm gonna have that little guy. I'm gonna move this one. And I'm gonna go with price up to 4.5. This guy. And I'm gonna choose Karaviev. I looked at already, he's playing. I looked like, you know, the lineup and age and everything. So we kind of passed, and he's like selected with 9% of the manager. But this one, probably by next couple games, he will be out. If he's not, then no problem, it's like 4.5. Okay, so here is your team. Let me know what you think. Let me know your thought. If anyone who just want to try it for fun, kind of to test me, and if you like it, come back and say thank you. If you don't, and you feel like it, come back and say, you know what? Well, thank you so much. It was very long, but I hope that I brought some insight on how to do, on how to select your player for fantasy for beginners. All right, good luck and happy drafting. Bye-bye.